Hello, broken paramour tubers, and welcome back to Let's Play Stealth Mechanics with me, BlueAnkylo. So, of course, you know, Xcom 2 Long War 2, probably episode 10, I believe. So, today, we're doing a mission with two people, and we're gonna have to be really, really sneaky. The goal is to not fight really anything, extract a VIP, and get out. And I really need the scientists, so I'm really hoping this works out. If it doesn't work out, I'm gonna be sad. Oh, shoot. This is not the mission I thought it was going to be.
Secure the VIP and proceed to the Evac volume for extraction.
Oh, I wish I'd realized that before I started this one.
So your position isn't concealed for the extraction.
A lot of the plan was going to be using stealth to avoid enemy pods, find where I needed to hack a station, and then call the Sky Ranger and get out. This type of mission is perhaps my least favorite in XCOM 2, period. We're not in concealment. Now, I'm glad I brought a Shinobi, because I can still try to avoid enemy pods. And I can't escape. There's no call. Oh, man, we could easily just lose our dudes here. I don't know if this is even possible. Like, I had to prep this mission with like 2 or 3 people. And if this is basically you're gonna get stuck fighting enemies and reinforcement waves, there was no way. And I would have... Basically, the game is probably saying you're not allowed to have scientists, is what I'm hearing. Well, wish me luck. I'm gonna... It's a big map, so it was very light, so there's probably only like 10 or 11 enemies. Hopefully they're over here. Not here, because I'm going to try to stick to this edge of the map. We've got 19 turns, thanks to my slight tweak. We would normally have 14, and we're not in concealment, so we're not going to get the true concealment mods bonus. But basically, Jonah here needs to find the enemy pods while he's concealed, so that we can move up carefully behind him without activating anything. So we're actually going to rush like straight this way into the corner. Because we can't afford to accidentally see an enemy pod. So these guys have to hide behind the vision screen of the Shinobi is the only way this is going to work. A bad enemy patrol will just destroy us. So we're going to go... Yeah, we're not going towards the middle of the map at all. We're definitely going this way.
That's affirmative.
And I'm just hoping that there's nothing... There's no enemy patrols along this side. Okay, he did not see anything. That doesn't mean it's, you know, 100% safe. But, how much mobility does this scientist have anyway, just for measurements? I can just see here. He's got 12 movement, which is kind of poor. Part of the plan was being really quick and being able to move across the map fast. So we'll give him the front spot as far as he can go.
Roger that.
As long as we don't make any noise, I don't think they'll know where we are on the map.
Enemy activity.
That's the wrong direction. I don't like that. That's between us and the evac. So I could check the roof. If there's anything on the roof, we're basically screwed. So yeah, I'm gonna move Jonah up here to get a look at the map, the roof, and then over to the corner, and then we need to find out if we can sneak by or not. If we can't sneak by, we might just be screwed. I don't know. If there's a patrol, I'll try to wait it out, but there's a lot of options that just kill us here. Also, if there's nothing close by, we're pretty good. Now, a random, I guess I wasn't thinking of that either. A random civilian can screw us as well if they catch Jonah's, if there was just a civilian standing there, that could have killed us right there. So, because the door is shut, and there's nothing in this building that we could see, we should be able to stand right in front of the door. No one can see us through it. So those two spots should be out of line of sight for basically any enemy pod that's going to walk by.
What was that sound?
Okay, good. Maybe we can get around that enemy group. Because the angle kind of changed on the sound ping there. So maybe they're over here, and maybe we can just sneak around the edge. Maybe. So we're getting pretty close. Actually, we do have a fair bit of space here on the edge of the map. So let's send Jonah up this far. Make sure no enemies show up on the run. Okay. And then I want to put my people here. So we need to have a quick look around this side, just in case. Okay. Can you make it that far? No. Alright, well instead of that, you're just going to stay further back, which should be safer anyway. Charlie Jingles can be up there, though. We just did this move with the Shinobi, so we knew it was safe. Alright. Not quite a great angle, but I'm still hopeful that we can do this. It's a really big map. If we'd had a smaller map, I think we'd have been screwed. But a nice big map gives me a lot of... like, and all we really need is to be close enough that when... basically, we just need to get close enough without activating them that specifically Saman here, our scientist, can get out, can climb the building and get to the evac point in one turn. Because if we climb up, activate a pod, and get out, that's fine. So that's, you know, that's the goal here. I mean, I'm still hopeful that this turns out. I really need to see where the enemy are, though. I think they might be right in front of us. So I have to have vision.
On the move.
Okay, they're not that close. Now, the other thing is, like, there is a way right here. I mean, I could count the squares. It has to be like 24 total squares. So I betcha I need to get my scientist to around one of these, maybe this spot, and then he might be able to make that in one move. Yeah, I also want to check what's on this side, so we're just going to play it a little bit safe, check our sides a little bit more clearly first. Alright, and then we're going to hang out. Is it safe? Unless the patrol randomly heads straight towards us, that should be safe. And, yeah, we're definitely going to keep these two... I don't even really care about cover. Just away from whatever the enemy would be.
Covering now. I think I heard something.
Okay, so we've got a bit... because we're getting some different directions, we can do a little bit of triangulation here on where they're going to be. So this direction has to line up with, when we were here, this direction. Which to me sounds like... well, you would actually be able to see them if they were standing right next to the evac. So I think they're actually underneath they're inside the building underneath the evac zone. And I think we'll find out probably right here. No? We could get just a little bit closer though, we'd have this. Okay, I want to keep them in cover from both angles just in case we can see on the right or something. That gives us vision into the first room under the building. We've made it all the way to this corner with nothing happening. We've got lots of turns. I don't need to be stupid and rush. I'm still going to keep these guys further back than maybe I need to, but I'm just going to err on the side of caution. I figure whatever patrol movement they can make, I need to keep about that much distance between my my scout and my unconcealed characters. I heard a door open. So we could climb up from this angle too. This might be safer because of the direction of the sound. Let's take a look from here first. Nothing happened. Now I need to take a look on top of the roof to see if they're actually up there by some crazy circumstance. Oh, I think we've got this. So if I put the good doctor here, he shouldn't even be visible because he's not going to peek his head. Like, when you're trying to do this, I think it's very important to remember that if you put somebody on a corner, they're technically here as far as vision is concerned, and they'll be seen around the corner. But if you put them one tile away from the corner, like this spot, nobody can see them. Like, they'd have to get basically, like, really, really close to this corner. I would expect maybe like a diagonal line to see him, at least, if not more than a diagonal. But if you put someone right here, anyone can see them on along this wall. And my medic is really quick, so I'm just going to keep her a little bit further back, or him, I guess, because he'll be able to dash a lot further. So maybe we've got this. They might be underneath us now, and unless we can see them through this glass roof, I don't think they'll even notice. So all that's left is to do this move. If that's safe, we've got it. We've got it. We've actually completely dodged the enemy pod. And we can get out this turn anyway. So we've got it. Even if I had to wait a turn, I think we were safe now. And that is how to be stealth assassins. I was a little bit worried when we were not in concealment there. I didn't think we were going to make this one, actually. Oh, are you kidding me? Alright, well, she should be, or he should be fine. Sorry, Charlie. Why is that window broken? Are the aliens going to come towards us now? They heard that window break for no reason? Alright, well, you're just going to guard. Yeah, they're probably heading towards the broken window. I don't know how that window broke. Hacks! Anyway, they didn't see us. Time to go.
Moving on target location. On the move.
Congratulations, you lived.
Let's go.
So maybe we should do more missions like that. I don't know. Just send in a shinobi and maybe a... actually, on this mission, just send 2 shinobi or 1 shinobi. But, like, I was expecting I needed a specialist to hack something, but that was the wrong mission type for that. Anyway, round of applause for a nice, quick, easy mission, as it turns out. Look at those stats. Anyway, we got the scientists, so that's definitely worth it. I've never really considered doing Long War II missions like that, but I'll add that to my list of, maybe I could give this a try for a really important mission. Because that, I mean, that was pretty easy. That I didn't even run into any enemies. And we weren't even really in concealment, so if we were in concealment, that would have been even easier. Well, you would have broke concealment to do the hack normally. But that's only at the very end of the mission. So normally you could get to the hack pretty safely, I feel.
Well done, Commander. It's always good for
and you guys get a promotion for... So now, for instance, Jingles here has now gone on 2 missions, killed nothing, and he's a Lance Corporal. Anyway, enjoy your death robot. And, oh right, our first Corporal Assault. Or sorry, Corporal Shinobi, I mean to say. So... I actually have a difficult time for this promotion. Shadow Step is not as good as Lightning Reflexes. It's similar, but not the same. Essentially, this character does not activate enemy overwatches or reaction shots, which is definitely cool. But usually, with someone like an Assault, I'm using their Lightning Reflexes to destroy the enemy's overwatch, so they waste it, and then somebody else can move. So all this does is the Shinobi, if someone's on Overwatch, it allows him to move. And maybe he can kill that character with the Overwatch, but other than that, it doesn't. It just lets him move around. I think it also gives a small... Some of these ones on the Saboteur tree give a small infiltration bonus as well. Tradecraft specifically reduces your infiltration time. I think Conceal does a little bit, maybe Covert. Maybe Shadow Step does not. I forget. So anyway, that's that one. I don't think Infighter is that great. Dodge is just your, downgrading a damage. So this is more likely to get him a graze or turn a graze into a miss. Or turn a crit into a normal. But it's only a 25. Like, there would be a build, I think, for really stacking up dodge. So, for instance, 5 dodge per enemy you can see. That's going to be at least, I feel like, 10 or 20 most of the time. Evasive is just free dodge until you get hit, but that doesn't last very long, generally. I thought there was just a plus 50 somewhere. Maybe that's on Assault. Not the way Hard Target can get to 50. Anyways, suffice to say, there would be ways of stacking your dodge really high, and that would make it pretty difficult for the enemy to land a serious blow. You still get grazed all the time, but I think, honestly, the answer might be Lone Wolf. And the reason that I think this might be the real winner here is it does give you that defense, assuming you're not next to an ally. And plus 10 to 10 defense is probably about as good as the 25 dodge, because that's just 10 defense reducing their accuracy, basically. But really, it's the 10 aim here. And the idea is I'm going to be often sending my shinobis on a sort of a run and gun, a 2-move flesh attack that does a ton of damage because of the way it stacks the further you run. And we're going to see a lot of like 80 to 90% odds by default. This is plus 10 if they're on their own, i.e. they ran in front of the group to kill something. And if we take Blade Master, which I probably will take, that's another plus 10 aim. So plus 20 aim to your sword, suddenly it's about 100% and you've got a guaranteed hit there, or very nearly guaranteed. So I think that might be the best build. For now. I just have to remember that I'm not giving them Shadow Step. And we did get our Scientist. Excellent. Minus 25%. Well, I don't know if it's minus 25% or 25% faster, but
officer currently in cold storage.
Fine. So as soon as possible. You quiet. So now that we've got the 2 scientists, we can do I think combat armor required 2. We'll probably go for laser weapons. I think I'll finish basic research anyway. It'll reduce the time for future tech as well. So I think like what the first scientist was like 33%, and then the second was 25%. The third might be 20%, you know, I'm just guessing, but it's something like that. So finishing this is probably like a 20% research bonus. I think it's still worth spending the 6 days. It'll shave off maybe 1 or 2 days from most of these. We can maybe try to remember, like, yeah, Illyriums are slowest. I think the red penalty will disappear, so we'll actually be allowed to research it once this is done. Although that might change the time, but you know, 12 and 21, if it's much faster than that, like if it goes down by like 4 days, that's probably worth, I feel, probably. Anyway, rambling on, I'm actually pretty happy about that mission. That was good. Okay, well, we probably got a couple more missions just about ready to go, looks like. 91%, looks like we got 2. I guess technically I could have tried to stealth this mission. I mean, it's too late now, or not that mission. Wasn't there one that I skipped? Must have already disappeared. No, I haven't done this one. This is the one we didn't do. So I guess, like, technically, I could have tried a 2-man or a 1-man, you know, because this is... It's neutralized target. Oh, this is a dark VIP mission. I actually didn't even notice that. That's a little different. That's what leads to the, Okay, I think I made a mistake explaining something last episode. So, New India's got 2 dots, right? Well, that's New India, that's West Asia. So I don't know how that got 2 points already, but I do know that capturing a dark VIP is one of the quests towards liberating the region. I think you have to do the dark VIP, and then you get the, what's it called? Infiltrate the tower, disrupt their network, and then you get the assault the headquarters mission. I don't know how we've got 2 dots though, because that's usually what each step along the line means, and I have not done any of that in New India. Which maybe because it's the headquarters we get a free pass? I don't know. Anyway, doesn't matter too much. We'll figure that out as we go. Another mission. This looks like a good one, and yeah, this is one of the ones I've been waiting for. 1, 2, 3, maybe 4? 4? Oh, okay, 3 resistance and a rookie. Pretty good. I was hoping for 4 resistance personnel to really buff the haven here. Then we can start like getting some supplies and stuff. Start speeding up our base management. But yeah, we definitely want to do this mission, and we'll do this one properly, actually killing stuff. This is like a jailbreak, so we have to hack a door and then lead these people to safety. You could probably stealth it, but I'm not going to stealth it. I mean, I just did a stealth one, and it's got enough time, so I don't think I have to rely on cheats like that. So, done 3 missions. Okay, we'll send the noob tube next. These guys, these 2 are about to do their mission and come back. We do have someone wounded as well, unfortunately. But that won't last too much longer. So, okay, noob tube, you're up. And who are we sending this time? So, do I need to level up any more rookies at this moment? I mean, I've still got some rookies. I can train them up now 2 at a time in the Guerrilla Tactics School. So I don't actually need to send rookies on missions if I'm just patient. Unless I run out of soldiers to send them on. So I don't think I'll be sending rookies. I can just train them up fairly quickly. Anyone left on the rookie roster, we can just train up to squaddy. So we'll start sending full squaddy teams from here on out. Generally leaning towards the ones named after you guys. Like I've been saying every episode, I can still take some more names, clearly. So, we've got enough people, certainly. So let's go, we'll start with, like, squaddy. Like, this should be a pretty easy mission. So we'll take, we start with the Shinobi as the backbone. Then we want, actually, you know what? Because of how I'm doing this, the noob tube is actually going to be assigned soldiers this time. So now we're going to do it the same basic way. Shinobi. And I want basically one of every class here. Specialist. Sharpshooter. It's noob tube, so you guys have to start at squaddy. That's the rule. Assault is missing. Let's see. Technical was missing. Grenadier and Gunner was missing, and then Ranger. I think that's it. Gunner, there you go. Carl Bauer, and what did I say? Gunner, I think was all I was missing. Surely we've got a Gunner. Not at rookie? Not at squaddy? Let me just double check. So we select squad. So now we like automatically fill like this. Now we can't actually send 7 or 8, but I want to make sure I've got one of everybody sort of assigned to the squad for now. Technical, Specialist, Shinobi, Sharpshooter, Assault. So I'm missing... Oh, I'm just missing the Ranger. I've got Grenadier and Gunner. Okay. Let's just finish assigning the squad. Again, I might change the squads later on, but for now, we'll start slowly building them up with a real team. Yeah, okay, Mike. There you go. So that's the full team. Unfortunately, we can't take everybody because there's just not quite enough time unless I spend intel. So we'll cut 2 out, and sorry, but Technical gets cut first because Technical and Grenadier have the same basic job. And then who gets cut next? And then Assault gets cut next. I'll try to balance it out so people, you know, if I do have to cut people out, you know, I'll switch out who gets cut later on. But that gives us 6, and it should be a pretty easy mission. I don't have to worry about spending intel. I want to make sure my Specialist has a med kit. I probably could give some weapon upgrades. We'll think about that. I'm going to give... You can have a flashbang. I'm going to give the Sniper... Sharpshooter. I'm going to mess up that name. I'm going to give them the Smoke Grenade. And honestly, instead of a flashbang, maybe go with a pistol eventually. Start getting used to having that as an option. Because then they can move and shoot. But for now, the flashbang's probably more valuable. Move and flash seems like a good shot. They can hollow target, of course, in case I haven't demonstrated that yet. Is there anything that we could quickly upgrade here? I could give someone a suppressor, I guess. Scope. Actually, we'll dish out a couple of these for our squad. I definitely like Rangers having the scope because they often take 2 shots, and I like having expanded magazine. And the suppressor, well, I don't know. There's not a whole lot. I mean, the suppressor is good on basically anybody. I'm just going to give it to the Shinobi for now. That should reduce our infiltration time a little bit. I don't think that's enough to bring anybody else, though. As much as that does help. You know, we're still 11 hours over there, so that's not going to happen. Does the Grenadier need a submachine gun? Yeah, kinda. 11 movement's pretty slow. So that keeps you caught up with the team a little bit better. Anybody else really slow? Yeah. I feel like the mobility is probably worth it, because we're kind of, you know, this is another one of those sneaky missions. And we have some people that can shoot, that can hit pretty hard. We have, like, the big guns, at least. So mine is like the gunner is not going to be quick. I think we'll give him the scope as well. And the last one was the laser sight. That's for like an assault and an expanded magazine. We'll just save it for more rangers. So I think that's fine for now. Yeah, send them off. Goodbye, Noob's Tube. We can talk about changing your squad name later on once you guys are no longer the noobs. Get a few promotions and we'll talk about that.
Menace ready to deploy.
Oh, also I should probably before I forget, I should write down that we just did that mission. So who did that? Was it the ninjas? Totally just did that last mission. Yeah. The only one that's not going to line up for number of missions, well, if I count the tutorial mission, is that one. As long as I keep track, as soon as one of them, like it's easy to figure out which squad just went because the mission counter will be higher than my mission tracker as long as I stay up to date on it. So this one had F10 probably, total stealth 2-man. Success. So that was really good. Like that was a nice. I mean, we don't get a lot of experience out of it, but the fact that we were able to get that mission done without any losses, very valuable. Good stuff. All right. Well, I think that's probably it. Given the fact that these are about to activate, we could do this one right away. It's going to happen in a second anyway. This one's also going to happen any second now. So click and done. Alright, well, we'll save this one for next episode. Today's episode a little bit shorter, but, hey, you'll probably all think that this means that the squad got wiped and we died. So, surprise! Everyone that got in 1 minute into the video and noticed it was a short video and thought everyone was dead. Haha, tricked you. Alright, folks. Thanks for watching. Hope you guys have enjoyed the series so far. Like I said earlier, we can still use some new soldier names. I've still got, I'd say, room for 10 or 12 more as of the recording date here, which is, February 6th. For me. And, yeah, we've got a couple missions. I'm pretty happy. Now that we've got 2 engineers and scientists, I'm pretty happy with our base. I'm really looking forward to getting more, Haven members. So, like, I think it was in New India, we're going to try to get +3 to the total soldiers. That's great. I need one of those missions in West Asia so we can start recruiting. But, you know, getting the missions to pop is important. And, of course, more engineers is always good. But, yeah, we'll get officers pretty soon. Yeah, I think everything looks good. So, that's it. Thanks for watching, folks. Hope you guys have enjoyed, and have a great day.